Now in this video we are gonna focus on solving rational equations. Let's start with our first example, 5 over 8 minus 3 over 5, and let's set that equation to x over 10. What do we need to do in order to find the value of x? What would you do? The best thing we can do is clear away all fractions. We have 1 over 8 over 5 and 10. What is the best common multiple of 8, 5 and 8? Well, we can make a list multiplies of 5 or 5, 10, 15, 20 and so on. Fourth, multiples of 8 are 8, 16, 24, 32 and 40. Multiples of 10 also include 40, so 40 is the least common multiple. Let us multiply every fraction by 40. So what is 5 over 8 times 40? You can do 5 times 40, which is 200, and then divide 200 by 8, or you can do 40 divided by 2, which is 5 times the 5 on the top, and that's be 25. Now what about 3/5 of 40? 40 divided by 5 is 8. 8 times 3 is 24, and the last one, 40 divided by 10 is 4 times x. That for x 25 minus 24 is 1, and so x is equal to 1 over 4. So that the answer here is the next problem, x plus 8 over x is equal to 6. Feel free to pause the video and work on this example. So what we are going to do in this problem, we are going to multiply both sides by x, so x times x is squared, and then 8 over x times x. The x variable will cancel. It is just going to be 8, and 6 times x is 6x. Now let's move the 6x from the right side to the left side. On the right side is positive 6s, but the left side it is going to be negative. Now we can factor it, what to number multiplied to 8 but added up. Negative 6 is this negative 8 and 2, so it is x minus 4 times x minus 2, and so we can clearly see that x is equal to positive 4 and positive 2, and so that it is the answer. Here the next one, x plus 3 divided by x minus 3, let's say that equal to 12 over 3. Whenever you have two fractions separated by an equal sign, what you want to do is you want to cross multiply. So 12 times x minus 3 is 12x minus 36, and 3 times x plus 3, that's 3x plus 9. Now let us subtract both sides by 3x, and let's add 36 to both sides. Minus 3x is 9x. 9 plus 36 is 45, and 45 divided by 9 is 5, so x is equal to 5. Try this one. 9 divided by x is x over 4. So one again, we have two fractions separated by unequal signs. Let us cross multiply. X times x is squared, and 9 times 4 is 34. So all we needed to do is take the square root of both sides. The square root of 36 is plus or minus 6. So there is two answers, positive 6 and negative 6. Now what about this one? 4 divided by x minus 3, and let's say that equal to 9, never x plus 2. So this problem as will cross multiply. So 4 times x plus 2, that 4x plus 8, and then 9 times x minus 3, that's 9 x minus 27. So let's subtract both sides by 4x, and let's add it 28. I mean not 28 but rather 27 to both sides. 8 plus 27, that's 35. 9 minus 4 is a 5, and all I need to do now is divide it by 5. 35 divided by 5 is 7, so x is equal to 7. Now let us say what we have: x plus 2 divided by 3 plus 4, and let's say that's equal to x plus 9 divided by 2. Find the value of x, the least common multiply of 20 and 36. So let's multiply everything by 6 to get rid of the fraction. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Now let's multiply 2 by x plus 2, and that's going to be 2x plus 4. Now 4 times 6 is 24, and 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 3 times x plus 9, that's going to be 3x plus 27. So now let's combine 4 and 24, which is 28. Now let's subtract both sides by 2x and also by 27. 28 minus 27 is 1, and 3x minus 2x is x. So therefore x is equal 1 to 1. Here the next problem: 4 divided by x, 4 divided by x plus 8 divided by x plus 2. Let's set that equal to 4 and find a value of x. So in this case, the common denominator is x times x plus 2. If we multiply 4 over x by x plus 2, the x variable will cancel, and so that's going to leave behind 4 times x plus 2, which if we distribute 4, it is going to be 4x plus 8. Now x plus 2 will cancel, leaving behind x times 8, or simply 8x, and then here we will have 4 times x plus 2, which is 4x, x plus 2. Now we can add it for x plus 8x, that's going to be 12x, and now let's distribute the 4x times x is a 4x squared. 4x times 2 is 8x. Everything on the left side, let's move it is right side. So instead of having positive 12x on the left side, it is going to be negative 12x on the right side, and 8 is going to change the negative 8. Now let's combine like terms. 8x minus 12 is 12x is a negative 4x. So now what we need to do is factor. We can take out of this, will leave us with x squared minus x instead of plus x minus 2. Now two number that multiply to negative 2, but at the negative when it is going to be the negative 2 and positive 1, so it is px minus 2 times x plus 1. So if we set each factor equal to 0, we can see x is equal to 2 and x is equal to negative 1, and so that going to be the answer to the problem. Answer the problem. Now let's try the last example 5. Rather, I will take that back. Note 5x over x plus 5 minus 5 over x minus 5. Let's that equal to 14 over x squared minus 25. Go ahead and find the value of x. Now what we should do first is factor x squared minus 25, and that going to be x plus 5 times x minus 5. Now we need to clear away all fractions, so let's multiply at the top. Well, let's multiply both sides, the left side on the right side, by x plus 5 times x minus 5, the common denominator. So if we take this fraction and multiply it by these two, we can see that x plus 5 will cancel, leaving behind x times x minus 5. Now, if we take the second fraction and multiply it by those two, the x minus 5 term will cancel, leaving behind 5 times x plus 5. And then x plus 5 will cancel, and x minus 5 will cancel, believe in 14. So now let's distribute x times x minus 5. That's x squared minus 5x. And if we distribute the negative 5, it is b negative 5x minus 25. Now let us subtract both sides by 14, and let's combine like terms negative 5 and negative 5x. That negative 10x, negative 25 minus 14, that's a negative 39. What two numbers multiply to negative 39 but added to negative 10? I am thinking of negative 13 and 3. So this is going to be x minus 13, x plus 3. So therefore x is equal to 13 and negative 3.